Welcome to the Horror Base, the Tennessee Horror News Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Johnny Leroy here. And, of course, we got our local horror expert, Jim Jam.
Jim Jam, guys.
So today we have another guest, Ivonna Cadaver. She is the host of Macabre Theatre on U2. That's T-O-O, America. Comes on between 10 Eastern and 9 Central Time. Is that on a Friday?
Saturday night.
Saturday nights.
Yep.
So, this should be interesting.
Yeah, so check her out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yep, follow her at Ivonna Cadaver.
Yeah. So, away we go.
Woohoo. Alright, on today's podcast we have Ivonna Cadaver, the host of Macabre Theatre on U2 America. How's it going, Ivonna? We appreciate you being here.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Everything's going very, very well. How are you?
Doing good. Doing real good.
It's actually like a summer day outside.
Yeah.
Here in Tennessee.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Right,
So you guys are from Tennessee. You guys are from Tennessee. The Tennessee Horror News. I wouldn't know with the accent.
Yeah.
There's no way.
What accents? I don't hear no
I don't
accent.
hear an accent. I have no clue what you're talking
I know,
about.
like those are some Tennessee accents. I like it.
You're the one that got the accent.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Really? What does it sound like?
I don't know. I was just messing with you.
Okay,
She's got the Hollywood
I'll take
accent.
that.
Yeah, you got the L.A.
No, but most people...
No.
Do people out there, like... Did you take, like, a speech class, like, to lose an accent?
That's very astute of you. That could have happened. That's very astute. That's very astute of you. Yeah, that could have happened.
Because that's what the majority of people do, right?
I'm not going to say that it did, but I'm going to say that's very astute, that it may have happened, that we have taken some classes and we often don't have an accent, you know. But there's definitely an LA accent. I think there's like a question mark at every sentence, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to take a class to get
No
rid of it.
No disrespect to LA. Love LA. Love everybody. But, you know, there may be a question mark at every sentence, you know.
Yeah. That's, I think, distinguishes us. So, yeah, I'll keep my southern accent.
I love it. I think it's great.
So let's talk about the Macabre Theatre, what you do. It's a show. It comes on Saturdays, right?
Syndicated, right?
Yes. What's that?
It's syndicated, right?
It's in 200, and I think it's 211 markets now.
Wow.
And it's on U2 America every Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's great. You know, I live tweet with the show every Saturday night. It's, you know, I'll be every night or every Saturday night I get it on there and I live tweet with all the fans and the viewers, and it's, you know, it's so much fun. I mean, it's pretty hectic because we're just, you know, I'm tweeting away and interacting with everybody and trying to get to everybody. So it's, you know, it's a lot of fun. And like U2 America, I love it. You know, it's like the first social interactive network, and it kind of combines broadcast and cable with, you know, social media. So I'm real big on social media, as you guys know, because I'm always in touch with you guys and seeing what you're doing. And who's Bree? Who is Bree, by the way? I mean, I know who she is, but is she affiliated with you guys?
Yeah. She writes reviews for haunts and stuff for us.
She's so great. She's so sweet. Yeah.
Do appearances at conventions for us if we can't make them.
Yeah.
Around Nashville.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. She's I didn't mean like, who is she? I know who she is in Twitter land and social media land, but I was like, who is she to you guys? So she does all the horror reviews and stuff. She's great. She's so sweet. Very, very sweet.
Yeah, we just recently, well, we've had them for a little bit, but we got official 2 writers now that do our movie reviews. So, we got Craig and
I saw that.
And Bradford. I can't pronounce
We're moving on
Twitter.
in the world.
Huh?
So we're moving along.
Yeah, Bradford's actually at the Mad Hatter party or something in South Carolina, where he just
gotcha.
He just sent us a video of him talking with Bill Moseley. So Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bill Mosley, good guy. Yep,
So yeah,
real good guy. Very very nice.
the web,
So I actually saw that you guys had some new writers, and I actually linked that on Twitter. So I follow you. You know, I'm keeping up with what you guys are doing. So it's fun. It's fun. But yeah, the show is going great. You know, I've been on YouTube America now since October 4th, 2014, and we're syndicated in 2011 markets. And it's just they're great to me. They're amazing. You know, we did a Halloween marathon this past Halloween, and it was 6 hours of, you know, Macabre Theatre, and it was they promoted it so well. And, you know, with their promotion, you know, when you have a network that is really backing you and so good to their programmers, it makes all the difference in the world. So they really promoted this Halloween marathon, and, you know, and then we promoted, and it just was amazing to me because I couldn't keep up. There was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tweets coming in. You know, me and my team, we couldn't keep up. I just looked at it like in disbelief, like, I don't know what to do with this. So, you know what I mean? It's one thing when you got like 70 coming in, but this was like hundreds, and I would just, you know how you guys, you just push the button and, you know, and then it would just go hundreds, and another 100, and then another 100, and I just went, I don't have a point of reference for this one, but it was in the best way imaginable, and I can only thank you to America for that, and, you know, my great network, and then, you know, we were doing our work on this end, so it was great. It was fun.
Okay, so how can, like you say, it's social media and with the web and everything, how can, like, people that don't get You to America be able to tune in, or, you know?
Okay, so if they don't get You to America on broadcast or cable, you know, wherever you are in the country, it's on Bright House, it's on Spectrum now, which was Time Warner, I believe it's on Dish and Direct in different places, but depending on where you are, it's on different cable and broadcast networks. But if you can't, affiliates rather, if you can't get it, we have the YTAclub.com. So it's YTA Club, CLUB.com. And what's great about the YTA Club is not only are you going to get the show, but you're going to see, you know, you get every show that they have. But let's say that you want to watch Macabre Theatre. You get, not only do you get to watch the show every Saturday night with me, and then you live tweet with me, but also they have archives of all the shows, and also that's where I am putting up behind the scenes things that have never been seen, you know, interviews that have never been seen. Let's say we did an interview with, just for instance, I did an interview with the Seat of Chucky with Don Mancini and Jennifer Tilly. Well, there's never before seen footage that's going to be on YTA Club. The great thing about it is, if you join the club, you get the first 30 days for free if you use the code Ivonna. It's all small caps. It's IVONNA. So it's a great way for people to kind of check it out, see if they like it. You know, they get the first 30 days free. And if you like it, you know, you keep it. And I'm always going to engage with, you know, the fans and the viewers. And if not, you don't. So it's a great way. It's a great way to get started. So again, it is the YTAclub.com, and just join the club and then get the first 30 days for free by using the code Ivonna, all small caps.
Sweet. We'll put all that in the description of the video, so they'll be able to click on links.
Yeah, what's really fun is we're just now uploading new behind the scenes, new interviews that have never been seen on the shows. So I interviewed Christopher Allen Nelson, who just won the Oscar for Best Makeup for Suicide Squad. Oh, wow. So that's going to be, Christopher said he did Kill Bill, that he acted in Kill Bill, as well as he did the special effects in Kill Bill, you know, the makeup. And he's a really down-to-earth, really great guy. And so a few months back, maybe 4, 5, 6 months, I was at a gallery for Miles Tevez, who's one of the great makeup guys. And so Christopher was there. So it was Miles' gallery with all his monster, you know, he's done every movie you can imagine. But Christopher was there, and he said, I just got done working on Suicide Squad, and, just was an amazing experience. And we talked about Kill Bill and Quentin Tarantino and, their relationship and how Quentin was, as far as working and some jokes that he said with him that really kind of made him nervous, but was really cool. They're very good friends now. So I had that interview, and I haven't put it up yet, but that will be on the YCAclub.com. But what a great guy! He gets nominated for the Oscar, and this was his year. He picked it up. I was watching the Oscars, and I was like, there he goes. So it was amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
What did he create in Suicide Squad? Just out of...
Well, he and the whole makeup team, they did all the makeup for Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay.
So it was just their year,
Hell yeah. I really enjoyed the Joker in that one myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, Jared Leto did a good job.
Yeah, I like that Joker. He's insane. Anyway.
He's amazing.
Yeah, we get off on superhero stuff here.
No worries.
So, back to the Macabre Theatre. It's a mix, because I was looking it up on your website and everything, and it's a mix between the old and the new is what you show, like old horror films, new horror films. Is that?
Yes.
What's the...
Yeah, it's sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, the television series features classic horror, horror monster movies as well as independent features. In the horror genre, I'll put it that way. I'm like, it ain't drama,
Do you have a favorite that you like?
I do. Yes. I mean, all the shows, if it's a Corman film or it's an indie film or whatever, I mean, they all bring their uniqueness and their unique flavor to it. So I like them all. I love them all. I think, even the ones that are super campy and just super campy and just fun, and silly, those are great. I'm a particular fan of Italian horror, so I love the Argento films. I love Suspiria. I love, Deep Red. Anything that Argento did, although I'm a fan of like the Suspiria, Deep Red, and some others of his. I just am a real fan of his work, and I love it because the colors are vibrant and the music he puts down is really creepy and just well played, But I love Italian horror. I love Mario Bava. I think he's great,
I actually bought. My wife is a Argentine. However you say his name. Sorry. Yeah, she's a big fan of his. I bought her a metal box set of his.
What he did with music and what he did with colors, with the composition and stuff, it's amazing. And it's, somebody told me, "Oh, you're an intellectual horror fan," and I thought, I don't know about that, but okay, I'll take it.
To bring it back to the U.S., but this is talking about. I got a dog recently, and we named him Romero after George A. Romero.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Aw, what kind of dog?
Chiweenie.
Chiweenie. What's a Chiweenie?
Half Chihuahua, half weenie dog or Dachshund.
That's so cute.
I posted
That's so cute.
Yeah, I posted a picture on social media of him with the Romero glasses on.
Wait a minute, I saw him. I saw him. He's white and brown, right? With brown spots.
No, he's brown.
Dog.
Brown and black.
Brown and black. Well, I didn't see him.
He's the horror hound.
I didn't see him. Yeah. I didn't see him. I thought I just like some of your stuff on your Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was maybe it was Instagram. I was seeing some pictures. I saw the pictures of the writers, and I liked that. Or maybe it was Instagram. I was yeah. So I thought I saw dogs. Maybe it could have been. I love all dogs. Could have been a different.
I think
I'm quite sure it was now.
Some website or something was doing something about Puppy Week or something.
Oh yeah, it was Puppy Day on Thursday.
Yeah, I submitted it to them. But yeah, they the dog on the picture I put George Romero's glasses on him. The square glasses.
So amazing to be a true horror fan, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what else do you got going on right now?
Well, we did, and when we launched a giveaway called the Hollywood Halloween Giveaway. And so I launched that in October for Halloween, obviously. And the winner received a flight out here, a winner and their guests received a flight out to Los Angeles. And they're going to meet me, and they've got free accommodations to go to the Monsterpalooza convention, which is, to me, just one of the best monster conventions in the world. I just love it. I mean, you might have attendees, not guests, but guys just walking through the aisle like J.J. Abrams or Guillermo del Toro might just be kind of undercover walking through the place because it's so great. And Elliot Brodsky really, brings a real authenticity to his convention, to the Monsterpalooza convention. He brings an authenticity to it, and he really makes it first class. So, the Hollywood Halloween giveaway is coming up in April. It's going to be April the 7th through the 9th in Pasadena, California. So my guests are flying in on the 7th, and they leave on the 10th. And, they get... it was a great giveaway. I wanted to really do something special. So U2 America and I, we got together and we, came up with this contest and promoted it on the show, promoted it on the network. I mean, there was, promotions going on all the time for this. And we had lots of entries and lots of people that were just, really wanting to get this giveaway. So they're going to attend Monsterpalooza with me, and they're going to get a makeover by Todd Tucker, who's 6-time Oscar Award winner for makeup. For special effects and makeup, and they're going to be made up into either a monster of Todd's choice or a monster of their choice. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet, but that's a real honor. Todd's got a new movie he just came out with called The Terror of Hallows Eve. So I just went to the premiere of that. It's a great movie. It's kind of like a throwback to the 80s, and he's got special effects and characters in there, and John Carpenter actually said to Todd, okay, use he let him use some of his music for the movie. So Todd's going to be, with his team, his makeup team, they're going to take my winners and make them into their favorite monster or his favorite monster, and also give them a set piece off of one of his movies. He just did Ouija, he just did Jack Reacher. He's always working. I mean, he's just done some dynamic thing. He did Bram Stoker's Dracula. He did Van Helsing. He's done The Mask. He's done, Smurfs. He's done Ouija. He's, just always working. He's worked with Jason Blum. So always proud of Todd, and this was his own baby, The Terror of Hallows Eve. And in addition, the winners of the Hollywood Halloween giveaway, that's a tongue tire, right? That's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
They get a special congratulations by MacLeod, the franchise owner of the movie Halloween, of the feature, the franchise. So they get all that, but they're going to have a blast. And so we're going to be at Monsterpalooza April the 7th through the 9th and just having a blast, and that's going to be fun. At the end of April, I'm going to be hosting the First Glance Film Festival. This is the 17th year for LA. So it's First Glance Film Festival number 17. It's going to be in North Hollywood, and I'm super excited about that. I go to Philly every year to host that, and I think Philly's 2 years ahead of LA. I think they've been doing it for 19 years. If I don't get it right, Bill Ostrich is going to kill me, but he won't kill me because I'm already dead. But I'm already the undead. I won't say I'm dead, but I'll say I'm the undead. So I'm sorry, Bill, if I don't get it right. But I think that First Glance Philadelphia has been 19 years. I think it's coming up on 20 years, and then the one in LA is going to be the 17th year. So we have. Just 42 films, I think, about 42 to 45 films. 18 of them are female films with female directors, so that's really kind of cool.
That's good. Well,
yeah, I think it's great, I think it's amazing. I did want to say at Monsterpalooza, I've got Jessica Cameron who's going to be there. You know, she's done Truth or Dare. She's done. She does so much. You know, she's amazing. So Jess is going to be there, and I also have Lisa Loring, who's Wednesday Addams, who's going to be at Monsterpalooza with me. So I just made me think of female directors, which was Jessica Cam. You know, she's amazing, and she's won 34 awards for Truth or Dare. So she's always doing a great job. But anyway, about First Glance, you know, 42 films, 45 films, 18 of them approximately are female directors. We're having a big awards night with the nominations. And what else? I mean, it's just going to be a lot of fun. That's April the 20th or the 23rd. So it's actually, you know, an extra day. It's going to be a lot of fun, you know. And I'll be hosting the whole thing, whether it's drama, whether it's horror, whether it's, oh, this is great, you guys. I've got, like, a hummingbird, and I've got another bird, like, right outside the window on the deck. That was so cute. Sorry to interrupt. It just caught my eye. The bird is looking right at me. That's so cool. Okay, there he goes. He just flew away. Anyway, so it's going to be amazing. Just go to Facebook, go to First Glance Film Festivals, and check it out. Because, you know, people that are in LA, I'd love them to come see us, and we're going to have a horror block, you know, with great independent filmmakers. You know, Bill has been doing this. Bill, the founder, has been doing this for 20 years. You know, it's just unbelievable. Wow. So I'm very excited. This will be the third year for hosting it, so I'm really excited about it.
Well, you said there's one in Pittsburgh, right?
Philadelphia.
Yeah, there's one in Philadelphia, yep.
So, is it the same movies? Like, I'm just asking out of curiosity. Like, do some of the same movies get put over there and then put over? They try to. I mean, just out of curiosity, I don't know.
You know, that's a really good question. Now, Bill's really he's really the one to ask that question. I will know the answer for you, but I don't have it right now. I mean, I
wouldn't think so, like, but it's just, you know, I was just curious, like, because some people might not have got to see him there. Yeah, no, it's a great question. I know we had a filmmaker, Jimmy, I want to say Jimmy Glad. I think it's Jimmy Gadd. And he had a great movie. And I did see him in Philly, but I also saw him in L.A., but it's because he lives in L.A., and I'm not sure if the movie was shown twice. I don't know if they can do that. I'm not sure that they can show... Yeah, I'm not sure that they can do in the same festival. Now, of course, they can go to different festivals all over the country, but I'm not sure if it works like that. It's probably one of those, you know, really simple answers that I just don't have. Yeah, I go there and I interview all the filmmakers, and you know, we put all the interviews up on First Glance Film Festival's site and YouTube, and then I you know, make sure the PR is taken care of, and you know, just make sure that the guests are having fun, and the you know, the celebrity guests that we have are having fun, and we just have a blast. We have so much fun with it. I think this year's going to be really big. We've had like a really big turnout as far as people that are buying tickets already, and a really big, so I guess it's not a turnout. We've had a really good, you know, just people are buying tickets. You know, they're buying a lot of tickets very quickly, so that's always a good sign, you know. But I just also have this kind of magical buzz about it. You know, there's a lot of people talking about it, so that's always great, you know. So that's going on, and then the network. You know, I'm working on getting all these interviews that I've done over the last year up if they haven't already gone on new shows. And you know, I've worked with lots of PR companies. Adrenaline PR, I work with. They are they handle a lot of the rock acts. You know, a lot of different like rock festivals and things like that. Because let's face it, you know, rock and horror go together. You know. So I've covered Mayhem. Yeah, so I've covered Mayhem and one of your favorites, the band Hell Yeah. I have an interview with them. Yeah. So I know you love that band. So Kyle, I was telling you that just reiterating that you know, Rob Zombie, you know, was talking to John Five, the guitarist for Rob Zombie, and they love, you know, the Munsters, and
so working with Adrenaline PR, they're an amazing group of girls. They have a big PR company in New Jersey. And so they come down here, and they got lots of, all over the country, they've got lots of stuff going on. But I've done so many interviews, for them with different, rock bands and rock stars and things like that. And just, tons and tons of fun.
Back to the Monsters, because I don't know where I was going. My mind went completely blank. But the Monsters...
That's okay.
Growing up, I remember watching, the reruns of the Monsters, or the Monsters, I guess, not the Monsters.
I never knew that Frankenstein, or not Frankenstein, but Herb. What was the guy's name? Herman, yeah.
Herman.
I never knew he was green because, it was black and white, so I never saw that they were green, all the different colors.
Yeah, they actually shot them in green. Butch tells the story great, Butch Patrick. But they actually shot the pilot in green, but they made a decision, to change it to black and white because it just had a better feel to it, Yeah. And Mike West, I think it took Butch 4 hours to get into makeup. I could be totally wrong, but it was something like that. And,
damn.
And
that's probably good.
Mike Westmore.
Well, that's just a TV show, though.
Yeah.
How many TV? I mean, because if you shoot, I don't know how TV worked back then or how it works now.
That was just for the pilot, though, wasn't it? Because if they do it in black and white, they didn't have to do no makeup, right? Well, just I guess the prosthetic for the head and all that.
No, they did the full blown makeup. Mike Westmore did the makeup, and they did the full blown makeup, but they shot the pilot and they left it as is in color, which all of the characters were in green. So, but then they decided to change it to make it black and white. But I think they went through the whole process of getting a makeup.
Oh, wow.
But still making it black and white. I think, don't quote me, another good question.
Did you see, I think it was only one episode come on, where they try to reboot the Monsters? Was it the Monsters?
Yeah, there was a lot of hype about it, and there was, I think it was Universal. Obviously, they own the rights to the Monsters, but there was a lot of hype about it, and I think it wasn't the Wayans brothers that were going to do it.
I don't know, but I seen one episode it come on TV around Halloween, and
I didn't see that.
You was able to,
never saw that.
I'm pretty sure it was the Monsters, and then I only seen the one episode, and then I didn't see anything else of it, and I actually liked it.
No, I didn't see. I don't. As far as I know, they didn't produce it, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. This is weird. It was like a TV show. I don't know. I could be totally wrong on that because I seen it and then I was like, well, I'm interested, and then it was like, I guess it failed. Nobody watched it.
Yeah, I for whatever reason they pulled the plug on the idea, so I don't know what happened there. Not sure.
I want to say you could unzip his chest and his heart was there or something. It was weird. I don't know. It was different.
I'll have to ask Butch. Butch will be the expert on that one.
Because I was interested in it. I was like, hell yeah, I want to watch this. And then...
Yeah, you want to see what it's like.
So that's all you needed.
Yeah. That's how it goes, though, I guess, out in Hollywood.
I guess that's all anybody needed to see because it didn't happen. But the show, the show still continues to, go into syndication, and you'll find it in different. It just is amazing how that show, and also the Addams Family,
Yeah.
Those two shows just continue, and they have a life of their own.
They're really good shows, though. They're funny. I don't know, just like growing up and watching them, I really enjoyed them. It was.
Yeah, they're kind of timeless, they are timeless shows, and when Butch and I do appearances together, or we have done appearances together, or when I do a lot of appearances with Lisa Loring, Wednesday Addams, and there's a lot of young fans, that they've watched it on TV Land, or they've watched it on their local whatever their local affiliate is, independent most likely, and so there's a lot of younger fans that come up and know who she is, know who Lisa Loring is, or Wednesday Addams, better put, Lisa was doing an interview with me the other day, and she was saying that a lot of kids have been named after her, like Wednesday, so I thought it was pretty cool, Yeah. Yeah, and so the two guys that were interviewing us were very, were kind of blown away by that. It was kind of funny. They're like, really? And I was like, really?
Yeah, that's
pretty
what I'm
cool.
saying. Somebody Wednesday.
Hey, Ivonna,
I just want a bunch of Ivonnas running around. That's all. And I don't want them to come from me. I just want them. No, not from me. But I would like. Yeah, I would like to see. No, I'm kidding. But it would be interesting. Oh, we named our little girl after you, Ivonna.
Well, it'd be flattering.
I guess it would be very flattering.
I mean,
that's
really, because you made an impression on them. I'm just kind of kidding around because it's kind of an arrogant statement to Megan. So I don't mean it in an arrogant way. I just mean, wouldn't that be surreal? But that's what Lisa said. She said, I have lots of little girls and their parents that come up, and we named our little girl after you Wednesday. So that's got to be pretty surreal,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just sit there and think of how the little girl would feel being named after a day of the week.
I know. Well, there's.
I mean, sitting there thinking like, oh, I don't know.
They named it Thursday or Tuesday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Hey, Tuesday. No,
See, that don't sound good.
Tuesday. There is Tuesday. Yep.
That was from a horror movie too. Not Nightmare on Elm Street, wasn't it? Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Nightmare on Elm Street, I just did a panel. I don't know if you guys saw this. I just did a panel with Amanda Wise from Nightmare on Elm Street. She played with Robert Englund and the original. And Amanda's been in film. She just did the movie The Id, and it was fantastic work, and it was really, really good work. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but fantastic work. But she's been on Murder in the First, which got canceled, but she's done everything on television you can imagine that's good, and she's for some reason she says that she plays the evil one, the bad one, and so it's kind of funny because she's the sweetest thing in the world, But she's an actor. She's really
she's
amazing.
Super nice.
And then Michael, did you guys interview Michael G. Kehoe?
No,
Yeah.
not yet. We did a written one or whatever, but we were supposed to do a podcast one, but last we talked, he was overseas developing the show.
Yeah, we talked to Amanda Wise.
We interviewed her on the podcast.
Month or two ago.
Isn't she great?
Yes.
Very nice.
She's
nice.
amazing. So
yes.
I had Amanda Wise. I had Jessica Cameron. She's got she's the female director, but I mean she's done. She's an actor as well. She's done many roles. And then I had Michael on the panel because Michael and Amanda did Michael's movie The Hatred. Got picked up by Lionsgate with MacLeod, the president of Halloween.
Oh, that got.
Yeah.
The Hatred, wasn't that? What was that other? It was also called something else.
He did the short film.
Yeah.
He did the short film Hush.
Hush.
And
okay.
it was and so he won 33 awards across, I want to say 33, 34 awards across the world, in the country, outside the country. But he took Hush was just one part of a feature film.
Yeah.
So it's just one part that he took out and made the short with. So he went on to create the movie, the feature film, The Hatred, which is the entire movie of Hush. So it's kind of, there's the short, then there's the feature. And I'm so proud of him. I've been down that whole journey with him, and that's what Macabre Theatre is about. Macabre Theatre is about independent films and independent filmmakers, but also the big studio films. I go out to premieres and red carpets and film festivals, and it's about all that. I've interviewed, the biggest blockbuster movies, but I've also interviewed the indies. And so to watch kind of the transition for Michael, to go from the short film Hutch into, winning all these awards on the indie level, and then create a studio feature with Macabre from Halloween called The Hatred is just amazing to me. I think it's fantastic. So that's what Macabre Theatre is about, is finding these independent filmmakers who will, be the next Roger Cormans or be the next Argentos, and I should really say the Cormans of the world, So so that's very exciting to me. I mean, I'm a huge advocate for the indie filmmakers. That's why First Glance Film is like the true indie film festival. It's like the true indie film festival. So, you know, it's always an honor and a pleasure to represent the indie filmmakers because they put their heart and their soul into it, you know. And then some of them will go on to do amazing things. Now, Michael had, you know, graduated from film school in New York, and so there's a lot of great things that he's done. But it was great to see him make his feature. You know, it was really wonderful.
That is pretty cool, like to be able to go from start to finish.
And I've documented it. You know, I've documented it from the very beginning to going to representing film festival and this film festival and that film festival, and you know, speaking on the panel about it, and then to see it be made into the Hatred with MacLeod is very rewarding for me and the rest of the team, and I'm very, very proud of them. You know, I'm very, very proud of them. So very proud of Jessica Cameron, you know. And so, you know, every interview that I do, whether it's a filmmaker, producer, actor, I'll get the question a lot, you know, what was your favorite interview? And, you know, everybody's so different that I can't, anyway, personally, I can't really think of a favorite, but I can just say their kind of own unique style. I loved Lance Henriksen. I loved John Landis. Jennifer Tilly was great. Christopher Allen Nelson, who just won the Oscar for Suicide Squad for Best Makeup, the nicest guy in the world, and super interesting, you know. So when I saw his Instagram, you know, he got the invite from the Oscars. It said the Grammys. I'm like, no, that doesn't really work. When he got the invite for the Oscars, he said, shit just got real, you know? Police just got real, you know? So, and then to win it, you know, I was out that night. I was watching the Oscars. You know, I didn't go to the Oscars, but I was watching the Oscars. And I just happened to turn my head up. I had my head down. I just happened to turn my head up as Christopher is holding the Oscar, you know? And I thought, wow, man, that's cool, you know? And it's great because it really gives us, you know, in this genre, a lot of hope and a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? It just gives us, you know, a great feeling that, you know, anything's possible. You know, anything's possible. Suicide Squad was Super Bowl, and but this genre is here. It's here to stay, and you know, it just gave me a great feeling to see, you know, oh man, he's one of us, you know. So it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Because I mean, like you said, it actually lets you know that this genre is here to stay, and it's just going to continue to grow, and people are going to continue to flock to it. This genre that we're in.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that like the horror genre, I mean, it's been around forever. Whether it was Vincent Price or you know, it's been around forever. And for me, the great thing is, you know, wow, what a boom there was, you know, with the Walking American Horror Story and Scream Queens, and you know, Guillermo del Toro's, what was it, Crimson Peaks, and just a plethora of different horror on mainstream TV, you know, and also, you know, in cable as well, you know, so broadcasting cable. But to have The Walking Dead that just, you know, I think did football, which is pretty, not that Ivonna doesn't watch football, you know, but I just think it's super cool that, you know, I was like, whoever knew that zombies would take over football, you know? Oh
yeah. Well, I guess that's just the time we're in now.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like, so you can see where things are changing to. It's like, well, I don't really, you know, people are wanting to get into losing, I guess, themselves into a show instead of watching more reality TV. Like, because remember when reality TV was huge? I guess it still is.
Oh my gosh, right.
It still is, but
right.
You know,
terrible.
But now I think people are finding out that most reality TV is fake.
Yeah.
I'd hope they know.
It's really scripted.
Yeah, there's the ones that stick. There's reality TV that sticks, but yeah, there's what they're doing in television right now is unbelievable. What the quality, it's really where the money's at.
Yeah.
With The Walking Dead and with even like Breaking Bad and things like that. It's really where the money's at. So it's pretty incredible to see that. But the end is knows that's where the money is right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Walter White is the man, by the way.
What's that?
Walter White is the man.
Yes.
I'm just saying, because Breaking Bad is like an all-time favorite show of mine.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's better than pretty good.
It is good.
Speaking of Bryan Cranston...
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, I didn't know.
That's all we got right now.
Yeah. Ivonna, I guess we'll thank you for being here with us, talking to us, and...
Yeah, I'm super excited we got to do it. We finally got to get this interview on and done, and it's my pleasure. I thank you guys for tweeting. Every Saturday night with me when the show's on YouTube America. Thanks for live tweeting. You guys will chime in every once in a while, and Bree's always she's chiming in, and I love it. And I appreciate you guys for doing that. Very grateful for that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. You've definitely been there from the start, helping, advice, and all that.
For sure.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, we've known each other for a while now. So
over 3 years.
We met and we kind of bonded, and that was kind of that. So I'm so happy to see that you're moving forward and just getting writers and doing making your dreams come true. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah. Definitely,
Hell
for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be nice to make the big dream come true and
let's
do this.
Make it where we can quit our full-time jobs and do this for a living.
One day.
That's the thing. That's right.
Yep. And then have a producer, so I ain't got to do this.
That's what you were saying earlier, right now.
So everybody can follow you at Ivonna Cadaver, right? Like that's your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram.
Yeah, so it's on Facebook. It's the Ivonna Cadaver, so Theivonna Cadaver on Facebook. I don't get over there too much. Somebody just sent me a message and said, "I sent you a message over Facebook." I don't get over there too much, but I got to start doing that. I got to start getting over to Facebook more.
So you're mostly on Twitter. On
Twitter it's at Ivonna Cadaver, Ivonna, and then at Instagram it's at Ivonna Cadaver. And then again, I'm really excited about the promotion that we have for the network, U2 America, the YTAclub.com. We are just starting to put up the behind the scenes, more content than you'll see on the TV, and also behind the scenes stuff. It's YTAclub.com. And again, you join for the first 30 days free by using that code Ivonna, all small caps, Ivonna. So I'm excited about that because I think what's going to happen is I believe we've spoken about doing a show after my show airs on on television. So I think I'm just trying to find a spot to do it, and maybe somewhere down in Hollywood. Who knows? Just going to find a spot and do an after show.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That'd be awesome, actually. That'd be real awesome.
Get to throw a banner of Tennessee Horror News behind you while you talk.
Well, I like that you're working. I got respect for you on that one. I like that you're working.
Tim, he's
we
always
appreciate you so much, though.
Yes, thank you so much, Ivonna, for being here.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I'm very grateful.
All right, well, you have a good rest of the weekend and have fun at all these conventions, film festivals, and everything.
I will. Monsterpalooza is coming up. Excited about that. If anybody is going to be in the LA area, just get your tickets through Monsterpalooza. They're at Monsterpalooza1 on Twitter, and it's amazing. So I'm going to have all footage. We're going to shoot that and have the winners. Oh, by the way, the winner is Doug Schaefer. So Doug Schaefer, I did a congratulations to Doug Schaefer with me and a bunch of girls, and it was so funny. There was one girl that just was going crazy. Doug Schaefer, Doug going nuts. So it was hilarious. I was keeping my composure while they were going nuts behind me, and the one girl was like pointing, like, it was crazy. It was so funny. So it was funny to watch. But anyway, Monsterpalooza is going to be a blast with Doug Schaefer and his wife is going to be there. I couldn't pick two better. Well, I didn't pick them, but it was like a computer-generated thing that chose the winner. But he's in special effects and makeup. And so it's just a perfect, and they're from Illinois, so it's just a perfect, not that there's a perfect winner. Everybody that wins is great in my book, Everybody that entered, I am grateful for them. I love them. But just, I thought, what a
coincidence.
What a good couple, it was a great couple. So I'm excited to meet them and excited to go to Monsterpalooza. And then again, this big festival coming up, First Glance, can be a fun time. People can get their tickets, like I said, that First Glance Film Fest. There's a little bit.ly on there on Facebook. They're real big on Facebook. So anyway, so I want you guys to have the best evening, and I'll be serving up nightmares daily. And it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
We enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So that was Ivonna Cadaver. U2 America, Macabre Theatre, Saturday nights, 10 Eastern time. Check her out. I mean, check out the show. Like, she's live tweeting through the show. I mean, I don't know how many places shows do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the interaction with somebody. And really nice person. She's, like Jim Jan said, she's actually been with us helping. I mean, talking to, Jim Jam throws ideas off of her for quite a while.
Yeah.
First time we got to talk to her, and what a great interview. We hope y'all guys enjoy, and as always, like, share, subscribe.
All we got.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.